Hello and welcome to another session, John Oppenheim non-mat yoga. So we still do a lot of stuff, but we don't use the mat. If you're new to this, welcome. Been doing it a while. We just do kind of something different each time, but we always start with the basics. And as we start with the basics, the first thing we start with is breathing. So let's start with a big inhale through the nose and exhale with open mouth. And then invite you to close your eyes and soften your gaze as you sit up nice and straight with your shoulders over your hips, your knees about hip width apart, and your knees are right over your ankles. So you're making a perfect chair out of yourself. So as always, we do the belly breathing, and I just had a first dental appointment in a while today, and they're rooting around in my mouth. That's just there doing my nice deep belly breathing, and I don't think about it, and it really works. So another little tale from John. So anyway, just sitting back and closing your eyes, or just soften your gaze. Imagine you're blowing a balloon up with air starting in your belly, bringing it up into your abdomen and then your lungs. Just take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Now, if you've been doing this a while, you might find that these breaths are pretty deep and you can hold them for a few seconds. But if not, just whatever you can, just inhaling up and exhaling down. And as you do that, just let the world outside kind of float away. You can always go back through that door at the end of practice and pick up where we left off. But for now, we'll just spend this time with ourselves and for ourselves, doing that nice deep breaths and exhaling. Maybe working up to a 6-second inhale and a 6-second exhale. I think I say this a few times. The most important thing I learned in yoga was this breathing. Second most important thing was to keep doing it as I come upon 12 years of it. And I sure feel better for it. And I hope you do too. I had an email from a friend in Canada, been doing it about a month, and said that it was really helping him with his arthritis and some of the other issues he was having. So, a couple more breaths and we'll start our movement. And now open your eyes with a soft gaze. On an inhale, bring your arms up overhead. As you exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time, as you inhale up, dropping your right arm down, bring your left arm up and over for nice, easy side stretch, just to wake our bodies up. If you want, you can look under your arm towards the ceiling, or you can look down at the floor, whatever. And next inhale, come up, exhale to the other side. I'm just taking a few breaths here. And big inhale, bring your hands together to heart center and to your knees. We're going to do neck and shoulder exercises. Never miss those. So we'll start with the neck today. So on an inhale, look up at the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your chin down to your chest, looking at your belly. While you bring your belly in towards your spine. On the next inhale, bring your chin up to the right. And as you exhale, come back down. Inhale up to the left and exhale down. And this time, as you bring your chin up to the right, if you want to make those nice big circles, you can do that. Or just keep going back and forth. We're going to do a few of these. We got a lot of stuff to do in this practice, so we don't do as many of some of the repetitions here, but we'll be doing more things. And just reversing direction. And when I say that about doing more things, if it's too much for you, just sit one out or two of them. And make this your last one, coming back to center. So moving up in your chair, we're going to do seated cats and cows to get that spine working. So hands on your knees. And as you inhale, come forward, bring your chin up, sending your shoulders back. Let your belly come out, cow. And as you exhale, round your back, bring your chin into your chest and your belly in towards your spine. And we'll do a few of these. Nice deep breaths as you do it. We don't really do enough movement in our back. And if you're older and you sit around a lot, you can just try these in your chair every once in a while. It's okay to do them when you're not sitting here listening to me and watching me. You have my permission. One more. And coming back. The next thing we're going to do is a little core work. I'm starting to do this maybe a couple of times in the cycle that I do. This one's a little different. I did one the other day. It was different, but there's a couple of options here. The first option is to take some deep breaths, maybe 2 or 3. And then as you inhale, just lean back in your chair. You don't want to slump back, but just lean back, keep that back straight. And as you exhale, come up. You can feel that in your core. That's number one. Number 2 is as you inhale, you can bring that right leg up and exhale down. Inhale that left leg up and exhale down. That's number 2. Number 3 is bring that right leg up and then hesitate, and then you can send that leg out and then bring it back and exhale. Inhale out, exhale back. So whichever one of these you want to do, it really doesn't make much difference because you are strengthening your core. And you're sitting up nice and tall when you do this, so that you're just basically using your core to manage your legs. And let's just do 2 more on each side. This is number 2 for me. And coming back, and then come back chair. We're going to do a upper back stretch. So bring your arms out, palms to the back. Bring your right arm behind, send your left hand to your right knee and look over your right shoulder. Taking nice deep breaths as you do this. And take a big inhale. And as you exhale, just come around to the other side. Left hand, right hand, your left knee to your right hand. And looking over your left shoulder. Nice deep breathing. And take a big inhale and come around. So we're going to go to standing now, and we're going to do the arm work. I did this once before, and start to think about it. That it's not a bad idea to get used to doing some of them and doing them in these practices. So there's two options. I'm going to show you option one, which is put your hands on the back of the chair and you're leaning forward. You want your elbows in and take an inhale as you come forward and then exhale back. So the further back you go, the more work you get. But it doesn't matter even if you're standing almost over there. You're just coming forward and you're working your triceps here and your biceps. So that's one. So if you want a little more challenge, you can do using the bottom of the chair rather than the back and sending your legs back. And again, your arms, your elbows are in, your front of your elbow is going that way. And exhale down and then inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. So this way you get just a little more work on your arms. 74. And when you've had enough of doing this, just come on back. Get the chair out of the way. Well, you can, again, one of those things you can practice every once in a while. If you're standing there in a chair, just do some. So we're going to do moonflowers and sunflowers today. So you want to bring your feet a little wider than hip width with your toes pointing out, standing up nice and tall. And what you want to do is you want to test to make sure when you squat, which is what we do in this, that your knees are right over your ankles. So the first thing we're going to do is hold up the moon, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, keeping your back straight, bending those knees and squatting. You don't have to go down very far, but inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. And we'll do one more of these. And now coming all the way up, we're going to do sunflowers. So you think of sunflowers in the morning or down like that, and they open up. So you want to bring your arms out to the side, bending at the waist, and then bending your knees and bringing your hands and sweeping down. If you can't get all the way to the floor, nobody's watching. It's okay. Just go only as far as you can go. But as you do this, you notice that my back is straight. I'm not hunching down. Exhale. Inhale. Do two more of these. And coming up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our warrior poses. You want to bring that right foot out in front. Send that left foot back to pointing to 10 o'clock. And on an inhale, bend that front knee and bring your arms up for warrior one. And drop your shoulders away from your ears. And as always, I'm going to come to the side so you can see the positioning when we go to Warrior 2. And on the next inhale, you want to bring that left arm up and send it to the back and pivot that back foot to 90 degrees. So it's 9 o'clock on your watch face. Your arms are straight. That front knee is bent, but not too far, just right over your ankle. And it's pushing out towards your pinky toe. Your shoulders are right over your hips. Your arms are straight. You shrug your shoulders because that's what we do. Now, here's the thing we're going to do next. So without moving your body, but just your arms and your head, you go inhale up and straighten that front leg. And actually, you can leave your head looking forward. And inhale up. Straighten that leg and then bend back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Now, if your arms are getting tired, do that. Just 2 more of these. And now, we're going to straighten that front leg on the inhale. On the exhale, bend that left arm, or right arm, sorry, put it over your thigh and bring that left arm up and over for nice, easy side stretch. Want to open up that shoulder. Some of you have been doing this long enough, you might want to go to an extended side angle, which is putting your right hand inside your right knee, sending your left arm up towards the ceiling. So either way, this is a little easier. This uses your core a little bit more. 2 more breaths. And on the next inhale, come on up, hands to your hips, look forward, and step to the front. For those of you who have done a lot of these, that's a new thing I started. I learned it taking a class online. So there you go. So the next time, we're going to bring our left foot in front, send that right foot back, pointing to 2 o'clock. Moving back. And on an inhale, bend that front knee, bring those arms up for Warrior 1, dropping those shoulders away. If you're watching me, don't get dizzy. Just trying to position it. Nice deep breaths here. And on the next inhale, bring that right arm and send it to the back. Pivot that back foot to 90 degrees or 3 o'clock and line your heels up. Heel to heel alignment or heel to arch. Either one. I usually do heel to heel. Shrug the shoulders, looking out over that left hand. And on the next inhale, straighten that front leg, bring your arms up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. And back to Warrior 2. And inhale. If you want, bend that left arm, bring your right arm up and over for a side stretch. Or if you want an extended side angle, then you can bring your left hand inside your left knee and send your right arm up towards the ceiling. And if you've been doing this a while, see if you can look up at that right thumb. Sometimes people kind of lose their balance when they do this. 2 more breaths. And on the next inhale, come on up, hands on hips, head to front, and step forward. So we're going to do Warrior 3 today. As I said, I mostly do Warrior 3 and Tree. Some of the other ones are a little trickier, but I like to throw one in every once in a while. So bring your right foot to the front, bring your hands to heart center, rock back on that right foot and just plant it. Come up on the toes of the back foot. Take a nice deep breath. Remember your core, nice and strong. Pick a nice non-moving spot. And when you're ready, you can just lift that right off the floor. And if this is as far as you can go, no big deal. You can bring your arms out to the side, or you can start to rotate your body, bringing that back leg up and coming forward to balancing stick. So it doesn't make any difference how far you get. Doesn't make any difference if you fall out. Oops, like that. Just start over. Not a big deal. Couple, 3 more breaths. I'm a little unsteady today myself. Physically. And come on up. Shake out that standing leg. And let's come to the other side. So rock back on that left foot, planting it. Come up on the toes of your right foot. And when you're ready, you can just start to lean forward. And if you need to use a chair, you can use a chair, hold on, and then let go when you think you can. Of course, you're still breathing. Yep. Start thinking about something. And come on up. So you got that standing leg. Just come down to the chair. Do that little end of exercise thing that I like anyway. That's the seated spinal twist. Come into the right side of your chair. Bring your right hand to your left knee, sending your left arm out to the side. See if you can look back at that left arm. And again, the whole idea is you're doing this is when you bring that arm back, you're twisting right here. So you're getting a little twist in that lower back. And if you want to tug a little on that knee, then you get just a little more. Nothing that you should hurt. If you have pain, just stop. 2 more breaths here. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, come around to the other side. And your left hand is on your right knee. That right arm is out to the side. And we're going to nice stretch. Now, if your arm can't go out like that, you can always just put it here and open your shoulder that way. Just bring your elbow back. And big inhale. And as you exhale, come around, say, oh my goodness, is it done already? Yes, we are. Well, almost. And now I'm going to do our progressive relaxation. Sit back, as comfortable as you can, and start to just relax everything. Let go of the practice. I invite you to close your eyes. Let's start our progress on relaxing, starting with our feet. Let your feet relax. And think of them just melting down into the floor. Let your shins relax, and your thighs. And back, your calves relax. Your hamstring just melt into the chair. Let your hips relax. Your stomach, your chest, just let them relax. Let your back relax, both your upper back and lower back, just molding into the chair. Your shoulders fall away from your ears. Let your jaw drop away from your mouth. Your face nice and relaxed. Your forehead smooth. Your scalp is also just smooth and relaxed. Finally, our brain. Relaxing it sometimes is the hardest part of this, but see if you can do that. Just put your brain in the same gear as your body, just totally relaxed. Every once in a while, thoughts come along, and we can acknowledge them just like little clouds drifting by. But we don't have to have them stay there, so just let them go. Just imagining yourself in your place. John's place is sitting on the top of a mountain. One time that I climbed, the clear blue sky, there was nobody around, a little bit of wind, nice and warm. I can't believe it was that peaceful. So you may have your own favorite place that you can think about. Just take these last few moments to totally relax. Sorry about that. Now, just starting to reconnect with the world outside. Take a nice deep inhale. And open mouth exhale, starting a little movement, wiggling fingers and toes, making little circles with your wrists in each direction. moving your head to one side and then the other. And finally, on inhale, bring your arms up overhead, hands together, heart center, and we'll leave them at heart center. As always, for our end of practice, gratitude, starting with ourselves for putting up with John, because I'm grateful for that. And hopefully that you're grateful that your body participated well today. And one little more step in the right direction. Gratitude to those in our lives that we share, friends, family, fellow yogis. As always, I'm grateful to you for, again, putting up with me and participating in these practices. Until next time, namaste.